Season 4 is just around the corner and it won't be long until he finally returns. But first, I'm gifting my subscribers skins every single day. It's as simple as dropping a like on the video and leaving your epic ID down below. And as always, remember to pop in code MMCS in the Fortnite Item Shop. Season 4 is only a few weeks away and they have something awesome in store for us. Firstly though, hopefully by now you all know about the desert island that was added in with Season 3. Yes, the jungle biome wasn't the only new location. And throughout this season, we've speculated what this desert island is for. At first, we assumed it was hinting at some sort of big collab this season, just like how the Kame house foreshadowed the Dragon Ball event. But the thing is, it's just been revealed what our big collab of this season is, and it has nothing to do with this desert island. So, what is it for then? We then thought maybe it's a reference to the Season X island we saw with Jonesy all the way back in the day with a flare gun. I mean, they look awfully familiar. Well, now we finally 100% know what this desert island is for. If we go back to the previous seasons in Chapter 4, there's always been something that arrives on the island that foreshadows the next season every time. In Season 1, bamboo randomly appeared at one specific location on the island, which ended up being the main biome for the following season in that location. In Season 2, jungle vines started appearing along with cracks in the center of the island, and we ended up getting the jungle biome in this exact location. And now in Season 3, this desert island has appeared, which can only mean one thing. A desert biome in Season 4 will be appearing in this location on the island. Right now, it's just a futuristic farmland and not much has changed over here this chapter so far. And well, for Season 4, it looks like that's all about to change. These palm trees are the only place you'll find them on the island, and just like the bamboo and jungle vines, it almost confirms next season's new biome. And to tie it all in, this works perfectly with what's going on with the 0 point and the desert theme. Right now, we haven't seen any changes to do with the 0 point, it's just sat in the center of the island as it knows darkness is on its way. The 0 point was the source of the Big Bang, once the heart of Reality Zero and the origin of all realities in the Omniverse. For years, it's protected itself against countless attacks from people wanting to use its power, but this time, it's sitting on the surface on the island in a form we've never seen before. Covered in stone, it's currently petrified and groaning non-stop. And if you listen to Optimus Prime, he says the power that once flowed through the island, that being the 0 point, is now faded. And formidable enemies have taken notice, and it won't be long until the island is under attack again. The 0 point is currently trying to hide itself, but it might be too late. In the files of the game, leakers have exposed the future of the 0 point, and it doesn't look good. The 0 point next season will have a fire lava effect to protect itself from any threats, and in a way will cause part of the island to be scorched and turned into a dry desert. Donald Mustard, the creative director of Fortnite, always hints at the next season's theme, and this is his first tweet he's made in months. It's a fire pit. Who would have thought that this desert island was showing us what next season's biome was going to be all this time? Before we talk about Midas's return, last video we spoke about Dr. Sloan's plan, and after speaking to Error, this telescope is dangerous if in the wrong hands. And that's got everyone thinking, can we trust Dr. Sloan? This apparatus will be used soon to project an astral map in the sky, as we've just found and given Trace the last kinetic prism. But we've got a few more pieces of the actual telescope itself to fix together before it'll be up and running. This astral map over the next few weeks will show a moon moving around, going from lightness to darkness. But what is this moon? The only moon we know about in Fortnite right now is the ice moon. We first saw it all the way back in the Chapter 3 trailer where we got an outside view of Reality Zero. You can see it off in the distance there. This ice moon was the home of the Devourer and the Ice King before the ice chunk broke off and found its way to the Fortnite island, bringing the monster here. And we actually got to go and visit this ice moon during the Collision Live event back in Chapter 3. As it turns out, that's where Paradigm had been this whole time. So, what is Dr. Sloan wanting to do with this moon, or how is it even involved? Is it for the good of the island, or is it for something much worse? She claims it's the key for her plans for this island. Is it for protection? Well, people online have pointed out that this star map is purple, the main colour of the cubes and the last reality. Is Dr. Sloan trying to direct them back here using this moon? This this is where it gets interesting. Take a closer look at this astral map, and it shows a light moon turning into darkness. Exactly what's shown to us on this glyph that's still hidden behind these boulders and rocks. And it's been overlooked by someone from the last reality who seems to be looking at the Chapter 2 end event. Whether or not Dr. Sloan knows about this glyph yet because it's still covered up, or she's completely oblivious, she might be helping the last reality out without even knowing it. But what's even crazier is that Fortnite brought back Dr. Sloan after everyone thought she had died, and this is where things get interesting with Midas. We jumped into Season 3 with the end of the trailer showing someone we're very familiar with. Dr. Sloan was hiding in the shadows. I think we were all quite surprised to see her back after what happened during the Collision Live event, and once again, she's now the lead role, the main person in the Fortnite storyline. So does this mean Midas can actually come back? Well, check this out. All the way back in Chapter 2, Season 2, Midas' great plan to stop the storm failed. The storm retaliated by creating a closing zone with water, which instead ended up flooding the island, which left Midas homeless, adrift out at sea. We then saw in the opening trailer to Chapter 2, Season 3 that Midas got eaten by a shark. He's dead, right? Well, he's not. According to Donald Mustard, that was just a snapshot of Midas in the loop and that he's actually still alive, just like Dr. Sloan. Over the past few seasons, there's been a ton of evidence confirming he's coming back soon, like in Chapter 3, with his restaurant on the outskirts of the island, which had his logo everywhere, and even a copy of the Doomsday device. Since then, interacting with Midas' family as Midas has led to some special interactions telling us to stick to a plan. The plan to bring him back. With the introduction of Season 3, as many of you know, Meowscles is back on the island, and again, he has special interaction with his owner, Midas. This season, we've also found out about how Midas got his gold touch by trying to steal Oro and Aurelia's gold, and at the end of last chapter, we even saw a spray that ended up getting scrapped off Midas' gold hand dipped in chrome. So it looks like Fortnite are just looking for the right time to bring him back. But when will that be? I guess this is something everyone wants to know, and well, I think we've finally got an answer. Last season, we saw the Peace Syndicate arrive with Mega City, with their leader being called X. This mystery person we still don't know anything about, but that's up until you take a deeper look at the Snap skin. His storyline involves him being thrown away and building himself back up again, and he talks about Midas in his music pack. This is where it gets crazy. One of his styles is covered in gold and has a golden X on it. It looks like Midas was the one that got him back up on his feet again. Midas is the leader of the Peace Syndicate and the owner of Mega City? It seems like it. Expect his return here in Fortnite very soon, maybe as early as Season 4.